Hello traders, this is Anthony. Welcome back to this channel and also to this video. It's been a while since we did our last top-down analysis, and I think our last top-down analysis was on last year, and this is a new year. So I'm back in on the charts now. So without wasting time, let's get started. So our first pair that we are going to do our analysis today is a GBP USD. And if you see, I have a clean chart, guys, and I wanted us to do the top-down analysis together. So starting from the weekly time frame, what can you see? If I can zoom the chart, you can see very clearly the weekly time frame is showing us that we are bearish. At the swing structure, it's bearish. Yeah? That is from the weekly time frame. So what we can see, we have this is our last break of structure. That is our last break of structure, like that. So meaning now this is our swing, the swing structure, that is our swing high, and this is our swing low, like that. That one said, this one means that this is our strong high, this is our strong high, and this is our weak low. Or this one should be our target, like this. That is the swing points. You have a swing high and you have the swing low. So this is our dealing range, like that. Now, if we look at the internal structure, this is the internal structure now. Let me mark the internal structures. Let us read the market structure internally. We have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and this is the recent higher high. So the internal structure is still bullish. So until now we have a change of character. So the internal structure is still bullish. That is from the weekly time frame. But if we go down to the lower time frame, will we have um, the same structure? That is the question that we should ask ourselves. So now that we know the weekly time frame is bearish, but the internal structure is bullish. So where are we expecting the market to reverse from? So if we try to look at this swing structure, we can see that we have this extreme pure high order block at that point. We have that order block. We have this extreme order block, and if we look closely, you can see we have a lot of liquidity. These eyes were left here as liquidity, so we are expecting the market to take out all this internal liquidity before coming to this pure high. Then from here now we can expect market to reverse from this point. But now, as we are expecting the market to come and take out this liquidity, that means we expect a little bit of a bias for market to come and take out this liquidity, because the internal structure is telling us that we are bullish. So now we know very well, if you have been watching my videos, you know very well, if we have this kind of scenario, what I need to pay attention is only this area. So this is the area that I should pay attention to, because you know very well that we are intraday traders. So to be honest, whatever that has happened in this area is not that much important than this area here, because this is what we'll be reacting to. Now that being said, now, so what I'll do, I'll mark this break of structure like this, because that is my recent break of structure. Now that I know this is my recent break of structure, and I have this swing point, the swing high and the swing low, so this is my dealing range. So this here is my weak eye. That is my weak eye, because I'm expecting that eye to be taken out, because market has not yet taken out this liquidity. So not unless the market pushes to the downside and break this low, we are still bullish. So the internal structure is still bullish. So that means this is my strong low, This is my strong low like that, and this is my weak high. So this one should be my targeted high like that. Remember, we are doing the top-down analysis. Now that we have our daily range, and this is a strong break of structure since it swept liquidity before pushing to break this high. So we had a sweep of liquidity down here before this break of structure. Now that we know that, we need to go to one time frame lower. Remember, we are doing top-down analysis. We need to read the market structure from the higher time frame going down, since we are doing the top-down analysis. Now that we have the swing structure from the weekly time frame, we need to know what is the daily time frame telling us. What is the daily time frame telling us? So, having in mind that this is our swing structure, we have the swing high and the swing low. If we pick the Fibonacci, we place from the swing high to the swing low like this, you can see the market has not yet traded into the 0.5. So we are still expecting the market to come to this 0.5. So if I have such kind of scenarios, I like to use a line here to remind me when the market crosses that line that we are now at 0.5 of our Fibonacci retracement. So we are still expecting the market to push to the downside at least to this 0.5. So now that we know that, so we need to read the market structure on this time frame. That is a daily time frame. What is the daily time frame telling us? And if we read the market structure here, you can see very clearly. Let me use a different color like this. Now we have the market here was making a series of higher highs and higher lows. You can see higher high, higher low. We have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And these now we have higher high, higher low, and this was the last higher high. That was the last higher high like that. So that one means that this was the last break of structure on the daily time frame. That was the last break of structure on the daily time frame. Okay. Now the next question we should ask yourself, is this a strong break of structure? Of course, that is a strong break of structure, since it did what? It swept liquidity below this low before giving me that break of structure like that. We had a sweep of liquidation. And now we were not expecting this low to be taken out because this was a strong low. That's why you can see the bears tried to break this low for the first time, but they failed. So the market had to go back, gain some more momentum, then it came down and broke this low. And that means now we have a change of character. Very nice, guys. We have a very nice change of character. We have a very good change of character at this area. And this one now, this is what confirms the swing structure, guys. That's how you confirm a swing, the swing high like this one. Until you see a change of character, we are not yet, we cannot yet confirm that this is our swing high, because the internal structure here was bullish until we had this change of character. But if you go to the weekly time frame, you cannot see that change of character. So what you do, you normally go to one time frame lower. If you are on a weekly time frame, you go to the daily time frame and read them in the internal structure. If you get a change of character, that one will confirm to you that that will be your swing high. That one means that the market is now ready to start the pull back. I hope you understand that. Now that we have that, so we continue reading the internal structure. So this was our swing low here. So this is a swing high. Then we have another swing low. So this is the last higher high. Market went ahead and broke the previous lower low, higher low. So giving us a lower low. Then we have a lower high. Then we have a lower low. Now we need to confirm whether this is our lower high. How do you confirm that? That means we'll go down to the 1 time frame lower and see whether we have any change of character within this area. As simple as that. Okay, you can see very clearly. You can see very clearly after we had this change of character, market came and reacted to this extreme order block. We have that extreme order block and that area. So market came and reacted off of that order block. After that, the market gave us this break of structure to the downside. So we have this break of structure. So after this break of structure, this is our swing point now. Then this is our swing high. So that one being said, now we can change this. We can remove this one for now. We can remove that one for now. And then this one will be our strong high as at now. That is our strong high. And this down here, that one should be our targeted low. I hope I'm not confusing you. Remember, whatever we are having here now here, don't get confused. Whatever we are having here is the internal structure. These are the swing points. The one with the blue highlights, those are the swing points. That is a swing structure. Until the market comes to this 0.5, then now this is the area that we should be looking for buys to go to the upside, because we are expecting the market, we are anticipating the market should push higher and come at least to this order block here, this weekly order block at that point. But now we need to react to what the market is currently doing. Okay, now that we have, this is our dealing range now. This is our dealing range. This is what we should be reacting to. So you can see very clearly the market came and reacted off of this fair value gap. So the market came and tapped to this extreme fair value gap at that point. Now we need to go to 1 time frame lower and see, did the market give us a change of character after tapping to this fair value gap? Because to be honest, this is not an area that we should look for an aggressive entry, because the market has not yet filled this fair value gap. It just filled a little bit of it. So there is still an imbalance, and that needs to be filled up. So if you have to take an aggressive entry, that means your stop loss should be above here. But that one is not what we do. So we normally wait for a confirmation, since this is a higher time frame, pure high. So going down to 4-hour time frame, we need to read the internal structure also. You can see here the market was forming the series of higher highs and higher lows as it was approaching this pure high. You can see very clearly we have uh, a lower high, not lower high, but higher low, higher high. We have higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and this was the we have higher high, higher low, and this was the last higher high. So now allow me to highlight this one. This was our last break of structure. Very nice and very simple, guys. We don't complicate things here. So this was our last break of structure, like that. Let me use a different highlight, a different color. So that was our last break of structure. Now, was this one a strong break of structure? Of course, because it swept liquidity below this low and also below this low. So we have a sweep of liquidity, then a break of structure. Now, the same thing, we don't expect this low to be taken out. But when this low gets taken out, that is a confirmation to us now the market is now ready to go what? To go bearish. The market is now ready to go bearish. So what does that one mean? It means that this one should be our last half-term target. This should be our last target down here. So once the market gives us a change of character here, that means now the market This is the low that the market will be targeting to take out. I hope you are not confused. Now, that one being said, let us read the market structure. We have a change of character within this area. So I'm going into details on this one because this is a new here and I wanted us to do this top-down analysis together, because in our next video I won't be doing all this. I will just be focusing on the recent leg. Okay, so make sure you watch this video, and if you don't understand, so make sure maybe you can download or you can rewatch the video and make sure you understand. So now here I have a change of character, or what we call a market structure shift. So now that we have that market structure shift, for those who are in my Telegram channel, I shared this structure or this view on my Telegram channel, and I marked this point of interest. So we had this supply zone around this area. So we had two PO highs. We had that supply zone or that order block, and we also had this extreme order block at this area like that. So we had those 2 points of interest. So I mentioned that you should look for a change of character. This is not a PO high that you should look for an aggressive entry, because we don't know whether this order block will hold, right? So this is a point of interest that we should look for a confirmation, guys. Don't take aggressive entry when you have a point of interest like this. So you should wait and for a confirmation for you to look for you to get an entry, as simple as that. And you can see the market reacted off of this PO high, and now we are having a break of structure, as simple as that, guys. Now we are having a break of structure to the downside. Let me change this one to be mitigated. That one has already been used. Now that we are having a new structure, this is our low and this is our high. So we have a new dealing range. We have this high, we have that high, and we have this low to the downside. We have this low to the downside. So now what are we anticipating as at now? So what are we anticipating as at now? As simple as that. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, to be honest, I don't have any clean point of interest above here. Everything has been mitigated. This fair value gap, market reacted off of this order block on at the extreme and pushed to the downside. So the only PO high that I have, it is this order block within this area. I have this order block. Let me mark it. So I have this 4-hour order block at this area. But now, if I pick my fib, I place from the swing high. I place from the swing high to the swing low. So you can see this point of interest is at the 0.5. Now, this is where now you need a confirmation, guys. This is another PO high that you need a confirmation, because the market took out the external structure. You can see the market took out the external structure. So we know very well, once the market takes out the external structure, the internal structure becomes liquidity. So the market and the internal structure that you can see here, it is this high. This is the high here. So the market can decide to come and violate this order block, takes out this liquidity, because this is our strong high above here, then now react from somewhere here and then push to the downside. So don't take an aggressive entry from this area. So make sure you wait for what? For a confirmation. That is the point. Now you can see the market is reacting from this fair value gap currently. So the market is reacting from this fair value gap here. The market is reacting from this fair value gap. So we need to go to the lower time frame and see what we have. So this is the fair value gap that we have marked on a 4-hour time frame. So what do we have here? So for in 15 minutes time frame, you can see here we had a small pullback, push to the downside. Then we had this internal structure here. The market cleared this internal structure here. So there are two scenarios here that can happen. You can see here we had this internal structure, and the market seems like it is reacting from this fair value gap. So on 15 minutes time frame, we have this order block. 15 minutes time frame, we have this order block like this. So if the market opens, so you should watch out for this order block. You should also watch out for this order block. So wait, when the market opens, wait for the market to come to this order block. If you have a reaction from this order block, then wait for a good either any type of confirmation. You can wait for any type of confirmation, either a change of character, a candle reaction like that, for you to take a sell from down here. So I'll be watching this order block here like this. If the market will come here, I'll wait for a confirmation for me to take a sell targeting this low, because the market seems to be reacting from what? From this fair value gap that you can see here like that. So if I get a good change of character within this area, I will take a sell. I target this low here. If the market will come and violate that zone, then now that means I'll wait for a market to come to this PO high, as simple as that. Another scenario, if the market will open and just continue pushing to the downside and break this low, for instance, and break this low, that means I will have another break of structure. That means this will be my strong high since it cleared this internal structure. This will be my strong high, and this will be the low that will be formed. It will be my weak low. So I will have this one as my point of interest. This one will be my liquidity. So I will also watch at this area. So if you haven't joined my Telegram channel, please, I urge you to join, because that is where I will share the update on what the market will do when the market opens. So if we go to the daily time frame, very nice, very nice. And also you can see from the daily time frame, do you see this order block? This order block that we have marked from the 4 hour, it is still in confluence with this order block, this daily order block. So we are still hoping or anticipating that the market might push to this order block, because we have a higher time frame order block and we have a fair value gap here to be filled. We have this low of this bear bullish candle and the low of this candle here, the high of this candle here, we have a small fair value gap. So that one can attract the market to come and fill that fair value gap, then tap to this order block like that. So that is an added confluence that the market might come to this 4 hour order block like that. Let us check whether we can refine this order block on the lower time frame, maybe 30 minutes time frame. Very nice. Yes, we can refine this order block on the 30 minutes time frame, guys. You can see here we have this order block at that point. So we can refine this order block on the 30 minutes time frame. 1 hour. Yeah, on 1 hour we also have a fair value gap here. And you can see on 1 hour time frame we have nothing here. Everything has been mitigated. So this is the only area, because we have within this area, this is our daily order block. Inside our daily order block, we have a 4 hour order block, and we have also this 30 minutes order block. So that is an added confluence to me. So I'll be watching when the market, if the market will come to this PO high, this is where I will be looking for my sell opportunities. If the market will come, will react from this one, this is also where I will be looking for my selling opportunities. So guys, that is what I have on GU. I also have Euro USD, Euro USD. let us look at the Euro USD. And if you allow me, guys, I think I won't do, because the Euro USD, we're expecting the same, we're expecting the Euro USD to move this the same as the GBP USD. So I won't start from the weekly time frame. I will just do my analysis from the daily time frame. So what do we have here? What do we have here on the daily time frame? We can see very clearly this is our last break of structure. This is our last break of structure. Very nice. We have our last break of structure. That means, let me use, that is our swing high, swing low. We have that one, swing high, swing low. Then you have the swing high. So this is our dealing range. So this is our, we have that high. Do you have this low? Like that. So this is our strong low. This is our weak high. Let me mark this one as our strong low. Guys, I want to show you how easy to do the top-down analysis. So top-down analysis is very easy. So now that we know that, because why are we saying that this is our break of structure? Because it swept liquidity below this low, like that. We had a sweep of liquidity down here. So the market came and reacted from this inverse fair value gap. If you have watched my previous video on 2025, you know that this is where the market reacted from, where this fair value gap, we call that one inverse fair value gap. Now we need to read the market structure internally here and see whether we got a change of character within this area. Now I go to one time frame lower. Going to one time frame lower, you can see here. So the market pushed to the upside, cleared the liquidity above this high before pushing to the downside. So that one means what? This is my last break of structure to the downside. As simple as that, guys. Don't complicate anything here. So that is my last break of structure. And you can see very clearly, sorry, let me push this one. Like this, you can see now we have what? A change of character. Very nice. We have a change of character within that area. So after the market came to this inverse fair value gap, pushed to the upside and gave us this change of character. After that change of character, what do we have? So the market gave us this, what? How do we call this? We had this major inducement. So we had a fake break of structure here. If you don't know how to identify a fake break of structure, I still have a video on that on my channel. So make sure you watch the video and you will understand. The market came down, cleared this liquidity. We have a sweep of liquidity down here. We had a sweep of liquidity down. Then we have this break of structure to the upside. You have a break of structure to the upside. So now this was the last break of structure. After this change of character, we have this break of structure to the upside. Although now we have something to pay attention to. After this market structure shift, market never traded to the 50% of this one, because if you look here, if you make a place of view from the swing high to the swing low like this, so the market had not pulled back to at least 0.5 of our Fibonacci retracement. But now we have to read the market structure. So I was expecting, when the market was at this point, I was expecting the market to pull back at least to this area. So that one being said, I had marked some order blocks. Here, this extreme order block. I'm still having that area. We have that extreme order block. These are some of the pure highs that we are anticipating a reaction from that. We also have this order block. So I'm still expecting some small reaction from these areas. And if we can extend this, market has not yet tapped to that. So I'm still anticipating some small reaction from these areas. The extreme order block here has been mitigated by that. So the only order block is this one. So remember, we can have some reaction from here and the market can decide to push to the upside. But now we have to react to what the market is telling us. So we read the internal structure. What is the internal structure telling us? So let me remove this. So that one being said, we have a change of character at this area. We have a 4-hour change of character at that point. Market structure shift. After that change of character, we have a break of structure down here. You have a break of structure. And now we have our current break of structure to the downside. Guys, we're just reading the market structure internally. What are we having on the internal structure? Don't forget about these areas. Don't forget about these areas because we might see a reaction from either this order block or this order block. Don't forget that because remember the swing structure is bullish. Remember the swing structure is bullish. Market came to this extreme PO high and then gave us a change of character. So we are expecting the market to come and take out this high. As simple as that. So this one should be our targeted high and this is our strong low. So the market might come and react from here. If we get a change of character, that means we should take that buy and target what? This high or this high above there. But until we get a change of character, currently we are bearish. The internal structure is what? It's bearish. So now that we have this one as our recent leg, this is our high. We have this one as our strong high. We have that one as our strong high, like that. And you have a weak low down here. So let me, on this time frame, that is 4-hour time frame, we have any point of interest. After this break of structure, before now, we need to ask ourselves whether this one was a strong break of structure. Let me go to 1-hour time frame and show you something, guys. Like that, you can see the market cleared all this internal structure. Market cleared this internal structure. We had this internal structure, so it cleared all this liquidity before giving us this break of structure. So that means now this is our strong high and this is our weak low down there. So going back to 4-hour, we don't have any order block above here. We don't have any fair value gap. So the only order block that we had, it is this order block, and it seems like the market has already reacted from this order block. We have this order block at that area, and the market had already tapped and pushed to the downside. Now let me go to daily and see whether we have anything. Very nice, guys. So on the daily time frame, we have this order block. On the daily time frame, we have this order block, and that is my point of interest. On the daily time frame, we have this nice order block. We have a fair value gap below it. So that is my point of interest where I'll be anticipating for a market to come and react from. That will be my point of interest because now this I here will act as my liquidity. This I here should act as my liquidity as at now. That is my liquidity because the market has already taken out the low. So this I never swept any inducement. So that I should act as my liquidity. right now. So now I need to go to the lower time frame and try to check whether I can refine this order block. I need to go to the lower time frame and see whether I can refine that. So going to 1 hour, we have a nice POI. Good. We have this order block like that. We have that order block on a 1 hour time frame, 30 minutes. No, so on 1 hour time frame. So this is what I will have. Let me remove this. So I have a very nice fair value gap. I have a very nice fair value gap at this area. We have this FVG. So that is my point of interest. We have that FVG at that point on 1 hour time frame. So guys, that is what I will be watching. So this is my PO high on Euro USD. So if the market will come here, this is where I will look for my entries. So I will look my entries to take a sell to target down there. Why am I using this one? Because this PO high, it is inside my daily time frame point of interest. Because on the daily time frame, remember we are having this order block here. So this FVG is inside this order block. So if the market, but don't forget, I'll still have my daily order block. Once the market comes to this area, then now I will go to the lower time frame and start look for a confirmation from this area for me to go bearish from that order block like that. So don't forget about that. So that is my anticipation on the daily time on Euro USD. Those are the areas that I will be looking for my selling opportunities. So that one being said, I think there is someone who requested me to do analysis on I think which pair was that? I think Usdcad, if I'm not wrong. Someone requested me to do a analysis on Usdcad. So quickly let us look at the Usdcad. So what can we see on the Usdcad? And to be honest, I don't know why you want to trade this pair, because for me this pair is not clean. Me, this is not a pair that I should be looking to trade as at now, because honestly, we don't have a clean structure on this pair. But let's try to look at it. So focusing on what we are currently having here, I think we have this is our last break of structure. That is our last break of structure. And you can see the market came and reacted from this order block. Reacted from that order block like that. So going down to the daily time frame, we need to see whether we got a change of character from down here. And where do we have a strong this was our last strong high. We had this break of structure. This break of structure never swept liquidity. This was the last break of structure but never swept liquidity. So the last break of structure was at this point. We have this break of structure. So that one being said, now we have a change of character. Sorry. We have a change of character at that area. Now that we have that change of character, it seems like the market has already come to this FVG. It seems like it is reacting from that FVG fair value gap. Seems like it is reacting from that FVG. So we need to know what is currently happening. So going to 4-hour time frame. Going to 4-hour time frame. You can see very clearly this is the last break of structure. The last break of structure here. like that. So now that means we have a change of character. So for that guy that requested me to do this analysis on a Usdcad, I think you should be looking for bullish setups. And on this time frame, you can see the market has been from down here, the market has been mitigating every fair value gap. So the only order block that we are having here, it is this order block. We have this order block down here. So if I was to trade this pair, so that is the area that I should be looking for a buy down here. If the market will come to this area, so you should be looking for buy setups. So it seems like we have another change break of structure here. It seems like we have another break of structure here. So if we go to 1 hour time frame, go to 1 hour time frame. Let me look at something. Do we have any strong low like that? You can see this week of this candle swept all this internal structure. We had swept all this low like that. We had all this in liquidity being taken out by this candle here. So that one being said, we can use this order block here. You can use this order block down there as your pure high. I think now you should wait for a market to come at least to this pure high. Don't forget that this is your strong low. This is your low. This is your low down here. Like that. That is your strong low. So if the market comes to this area, now look for your entry because you have liquidity above it. You have liquidity above it. If the market will come to this area, look for a buy. And remember, the market can decide to come and take out this low. So until the market comes and takes out this inducement here, don't look for any setup. Because if you pick a fib less from the swing high to the swing low, you can see this is the area that we should be looking for buys. So wait for a market to come to this discount area. Then within this area is where you should be looking for your buys. I think that is it on the Usdcad. In case the market violate this area, so wait for a market to come to this 4-hour order block and then look for your buys from there. So the conclusion on the Usdcad, you should be looking for buys. So tell me on the comment section, what do you think about this pair? What do you think about this pair? I think the last pair will be the Gbpjpy. Someone also requested me to do analysis on this. So starting from the daily time frame, let me clean my chart. So what can we see? To be honest, the GJ has been bullish. So the GJ has been bullish. And from what you can see, we're having a small break of structure here. We're having a small break of structure there. Then this is the last break of structure that we can see around this area. Like that. So now let's go down to lower time frame. That is 4-hour time frame. And try to check whether these break of structures are strong break of structure or a fake one. So trying to look at this break of structure, to be honest, for me, both this break of structure and this break of structure, they don't qualify my rules to be a strong break of structure. Because someone can argue that this break of structure swap liquidity below this low, but for me, I could trust this break of structure if it had swept liquidity below this low. So for me, honestly, the GJ is not my pair that I should be looking for any setup. as at now. I don't see any clean pure high for me to look for buys. But if you consider this one as a sweep of liquidity, if you consider this one as a sweep of liquidity like this, so that one means that this is your order block. That one means that this is your order block. So, and another thing that I don't trust this law is because on this push to the upside, market never left any inducement. There is no inducement. So I still expect this law to be taken out. Expect this law to be taken out. So make sure you wait for a confirmation in this area. If you get a good change of character here on either 15 minutes time frame or 1 hour time frame, then look for buys. And until you see that good change of character, don't look for buys within this area. So that is it. And I think let me give you a bonus of Euro JPY for those who trade that pair. So what do we have on Euro JP? In fact, the Euro JPY looks more clean because this is the my strong break of structure. We have a break of structure here, but for me, this is what I call a fake BOS. We have a fake break of structure here. Why am I calling this break of structure? Because never swept liquidity. So earlier, you can see this break of structure swept inducement down here. So, and we had a very nice order block down there. We have a very nice order block down there. So I was expecting the market to come and take out at least this liquidity here before pushing to the upside. But the market never did that. Just came, reacted from somewhere here. I don't know what market reacted from, then pushed to the upside to break this high. So for me, this low here should act as liquidity. So for me, that low there should act as liquidity. So I still expect this low to be taken out because this is not a strong break of structure. If you go to the daily time frame, although here, yeah, I see now where the market reacted from. You can see we had this order block. We had this daily time frame order block. The market reacted from this order block. You can see it, this daily order block. So it came to that order block and reacted from there and pushed to the upside. And it seems like we are having another order block here on the daily time frame. So the market might also react from this order block. So that one being said, so already the market has tapped from this order block and we are having a small reaction. So wait, make sure you watch the market, what the market will do from this area. So wait for a good change of character from the lower time frame, that is from either 1 hour time frame or 30 minutes or 15 minutes time frame. Don't go lower than that. 1 hour to 15. Wait for a good change of character within this area. But for me, if I was to trade this pair, I would expect this low to be taken out. I would expect this low to be cleared. Then from there, the market should give me a change of character for me to go what? For me to go bullish. So guys, that is it on our today's top-down analysis. So thank you for watching this video. So make sure to join the Telegram channel, guys. That's where I will send my views on what the market will do once the market opens today on the midnight. So also the February mentorship is also open for those who would like to join the mentorship for the February mentorship. So make sure to link on me on WhatsApp, and then I will guide you on how to join the next class. So thank you for watching this video, guys. See you on the next one. So bye bye for now.